KCBS, in partnership with UCSF Health, presents As Prescribed, a weekly conversation with leading medical experts from UCSF Medical Center and UCSF Benioff Children's Hospitals.
Hello and welcome to As Prescribed. I'm Alice Wertz. Today we're discussing specialized research at UCSF and beyond for a special population, that is, Asian American, Native Hawaiian and Pacific Islanders. UCSF is participating in national recruitment for a registry with a special focus on aging, caregiving, and Alzheimer's disease, as well as related dementias. To tell us more about this intriguing topic and the latest advances for this work, we're speaking with Dr. Van Park. She's a researcher at UCSF and teaches in the School of Nursing. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Park.
Thank you so much for having me, Alice.
Can you tell us a little bit about the CARE Registry and who it's appropriate for?
Yes, I'm delighted to share. The CARE Research Recruitment Registry is a seminal registry in that it is first of its kind, devoted to the diverse Asian Americans, Native Hawaiians, and Pacific Islander populations, or AANHPI for short. And the intention of this registry is to improve representation of our diverse communities in clinical and research, as well as other health-related research, because unfortunately, AANHPI communities are significantly underrepresented in research. And, we all know how important research is to advances in medicine and other scientific discoveries, including prevention and treatment and all that. And when you don't have appropriate representation in research, then you are not going to have, and makes sense, you're not going to have appropriate culturally appropriate treatment and prevention services, etc. as well.
What factors have played into the underrepresentation in research?
Yeah, excellent question. There are a myriad of factors. It's not just one. Of course, one being when you think about research, it costs money to do research. And if you don't have the funds to do research, then how do you go about including diverse populations? So that is one. And I think part of why, unfortunately, we don't, historically at least, have received sufficient funds to meaningfully include AANHPI communities in research is because of the model minority myth, which essentially says that, first of all AANHPIs are the same and that they are, quote unquote, the same population that are problem-free and don't need to have tailored care or adequate care. And I'm not going to go too much into the history of that, but that is one. And the other is this misconception that AANHPI communities do not want to participate in research. And my response to that, whenever I hear such a statement or similar statements, whether it be advisory boards or other kinds of settings, professional settings, is I ask the question, what have you done to include AANHPI communities in research? Did you really go out into the communities and ask? Did you provide appropriate education and outreach about what research is, why it's important to participate in research, and in the languages that that they speak as well? And so, what the registry has proven in its first grant, and today we received another big grant to continue our work, but is that we have enrolled more than 10,000 people in the registry. And of course, a lot of it during the pandemic as well. And more than 80% of our registry participants have never participated in research, ever. And that is a huge accomplishment and a testament to the commitment of our academic and community partners, that if you go to the community in the language that they speak and you provide the education and stress how important research is and what research is, people will step up. People will participate.
Yeah. Can you share briefly about the benefits of the registry for other research, and ultimately, how does it impact clinical care?
Thank you so much. Yeah, so the CARE Registry, in my mind, has two major components. One is to enroll people into the registry, and the second is to have the researchers use the registry, because you don't want to enroll people and they never get contacted, right? And so that defeats the purpose. So the second major goal of the CARE Registry is for researchers to know about the CARE Registry and to use it for their own research to help them and supplement their respective research studies, where they can also play a big role in diversifying their own research participant pool or study samples, and have not just the English speaking, first of all, have any Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander in the research, because they might not have any. And secondly, many researchers default to the enrolling only English speaking AANHPI as well. And so we are here, the CARE Registry is here to provide not just the registry participants as a potential recruitment pool for them, but to provide our own expertise with many community partners and academic partners who serve the diverse communities, and about why and how to reach out to them and tell them about their own research study, so they can successfully have what we call a conversion from being in a registry and then enrolling in a research study.
This is fantastic work, Dr. Park. It sounds like it benefits researchers and physicians and practitioners, as well as patients, to help them with helping researchers. Great work. And you've been recognized. Congratulations on your latest receipt of a grant. And your work expands across the country and is part of a global consortium. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. And if I may, just to expand on what I just previously shared, is that one of the major studies that I am a part of, I am a multiple principal investigator for, is called the Asian Cohort on Alzheimer's Disease Study, or ACAD for short. And ACAD itself, of course, utilizes the CARE Registry as one of their recruitment sources. But a little bit more about ACAD. ACAD is also a seminal research study, in that it will study the role of genetics and lifestyle risk factors associated with Alzheimer's disease risk for Asian Americans and Asian Canadians. And we are also collaborating with international cohorts in Asia as well in this very important endeavor.
Well, congratulations to you, and keep up your fantastic work. It truly matters, and it's important for all of us in the healthcare community. We've been joined today by Dr. Van Park. She's a professor of nursing and community health systems at UCSF. She is the principal investigator for the CARE Registry as well. You've been tuning in to As Prescribed. I'm Alice Wertz.
As Prescribed, every Thursday at 1:30, right here on the Bay Area's news station, All News 106.9 at AM 740 KCBS, and streaming on the Odyssey app. The proceeding was sponsored by UCSF.